Morning everybody, welcome to one very wet day in November. I'm just standing back out of the rain. Here's Basil, eating his breakfast. Doesn't look too keen to go out this morning, actually, which is unusual, but it's pretty horrid out here today. You can probably hear the rain on the roof. I wanted to show you Tommy's leg. Can you show your leg, Thomas? Let's show everyone your leg, how much better it is. You've just eaten my breakfast. How can you come in when I'm eating my breakfast? Oh, hang on, he's got shaving stuck on it. Can you see his leg? Well, you can hardly see it, to be honest. It's brilliant. So I'm really pleased with his leg. He's going to have his rug on again today, because actually I didn't say about it on the weather this morning, which I watch very carefully so that I try and get them in the most correct outfit possible at this time of year. I didn't say how cold the wind was, but I was just standing putting water in the steamer under the covered bit, and it's freezing, the wind. Anyway, I better get their rug sorted so that they can go out when they're ready. So that's the boys out, not looking over impressed. Tommy has gone now, but he stood here for a few minutes saying, "Really? I can't believe you want me to go out in this weather." And there goes Chesney. Oh, he's going to see if there's any little bits of hay left over there. But yeah, we are now as well still, so you won't be able to see Tommy. I can still just see him. It looks incredibly like he's thinking about having a roll, but as I say, you won't be able to see him. So we're all getting wet. Steamer's going, and as it's Saturday, as you know, it's big much out day. Look at the state of the yard. Look at the state of the yard. All the leaves are coming down, so it's a bit of a fight keeping the gutters clear at the moment. They're full of leaves again today, but they seem to be running okay at the moment, which is good. But these, I know this isn't very exciting, but these little nets that we got to try are only on some of the gutters. So you can see one just here. Have worked really well. Because basically, I know this is really boring, but it's actually quite important, because Basil got so upset the other time. It just leaves it on top of the net so the water can still run along the bottom. So it saves the downpipes getting blocked, which is what happened when Basil was so upset a few weeks ago. The gutters, the downpipes had got blocked, so the gutters were pouring over the water in the court. Behind his sail, behind his window, and one on the yard, and he was quite upset by all the noise and stuff. It wasn't coming in, it wasn't making him wet, but he was upset by that. So they are a good thing. So we've got some more, so I've got to put them up, but I'm not going to put them up today at all. Past Basil. Basil's being a bit funny at the moment. He was being a little bit tricky about a month ago to ride. Not really bad, but just kept kicking his head off at a funny angle when I was schooling him. So obviously when I was sort of trying to get him to work a bit more. And after a couple of days like that, I thought, this is not him. I wonder if his tooth got a bit sharp, because obviously he had a tooth out last year. So, and the dentist was due to come about 10 days after the last time I rode him. So I thought, no, I'll just lunge him and not ride him till the dentist came. Anyway, the dentist came. He thought it was a tiny little bit sharp, but not hugely. But he's rounded the tooth off now a bit more. The tooth that was behind the one that was taken out. But he's been worse. Although he was better yesterday. When I rode him last week, because I didn't ride him last weekend because of his nail in his shoe. So when I rode him it would be, he would have had 5 days since the dentist came that I rode him, and he was really, really bad. And he didn't, if I tried to pull the left rein, even he would stuck his head and pulled and went off the other way, totally fell out through his shoulder, and he kept trying to dive out the arena when I was coming down that side. So I had decided then that he wasn't too good anyway. So when I was going to hack him out last Saturday was when I found the nail, and I thought I would hack him out, because actually that's always very chilled, there's no not normally a problem, so I thought I'd see how he was. Anyway, that didn't happen. So, and this week's been chaotic, so I rode him yesterday and he was a little bit better, so fingers crossed it is feeling better. Maybe he's just a bit wary now because it was hurting. So if he's not better, I think in another week or so I should get the dentist back out to see him, because something's not quite right. But obviously I guess once you've been to the dentist and they do, you know, it's quite sore for a while, isn't it? So I guess that's probably what it was, and I'm sure he's going to get better. So I better get on with the mucking out. I'm just going to give this gutter down here a sweep. Try and keep it clear of leaves. It's not too bad actually, because I did it last night. This is one of those days when owning horses is less fun. See you later. Okay, so that's the stables done, and the yard swept. It's not immaculate because the leaves are still falling down, but I have managed to make it look a lot better than it did. So today I'm going to soak Chesney some sugar beet for the first time for this winter. So soak it this morning. We should be able to have some tomorrow morning. But I've got to have a bit of a sort out because it's in that bin. So I want to empty some of that into there so that I can get to the bin first. I'm going to Your Horse Live tomorrow at Stoney, which isn't too far from me. So might pick up some things. I'm not quite sure yet. Have a look round. They've got some good demonstrations on again this year, so I'm going to try and catch them. They're really fussy, you can't record stuff and things, so I don't know if I'll get any recording of tomorrow. But if I pick up some exciting things, I will do a little haul video, but I'll see what I get really first, in case, because it might not be very exciting, or I might not get anything at all. So I'm going to do that. Then, because I like to spoil my boys, who are very wet, Basil and Chesney are in that corner and Tommy's there and it's not going to focus, I'm going to go and move the fence for them. It's not raining as hard as it was. Oh, there they are. Oh, there's Tom Tom. It's not raining as hard as it was, but it's still pretty grotty and they still look, oh, pretty damp. Bless them. What a horrible day. There we go then, 3 much happier monkeys, or horses, eating some nice grass. They're all very, very wet, but they'll be happier now they've got some grass. So I'm going to go home, do some jobs at home. If it dries up later, which it might do, I'll probably come back and do something with Basil. If it's late, I'll lunge him, because he can be a bit tricky when the birds are all sort of starting to roost for the night and they're quite noisy. So if it's later on, I will be lunging him. So I will catch up with Chesney. We haven't seen Chesney today properly. I'll catch you up later. So it stopped raining, so I've come back. I thought I'd lunge Basil, but he and Tommy seem to be having a bit of a game out there. Oh no, they've stopped now. But when I arrived, Basil was running around. Disney just wants to come in. So I'm hoping I will be able to get Basil in to lunge him. We will see. Oh, this is not looking hopeful today, to be honest. The next thing is that Tommy's probably not going to come in. I think we're probably going to have to abandon the lunging idea. Last time I caught Basil when he was behaving like this, he just galloped up and down in the arena like an idiot, so we didn't achieve anything anyway. See, little Tommy's trying to start something. Monster. Maybe Tommy thinks it's time to come in. It's a bit early really, but if they're soaking wet and they want to come in, I think I'll take the opportunity in case in half an hour they don't want to. Oh no, we're going again. Actually, I can hear a lot of noise. I do hope it's not the hunt. Right, well I think I'm going to mix the tea and see if that gets them to come in. So we're definitely abandoning the lunging idea, and I'm going to try and get them in a bit early. I'm not sure, I'll be hopeful, but if I wait half an hour and then start trying, then it's a nightmare, it'll be dark. So I'm going to start now, I think. So mix their dinner and they hopefully will come when they hear that, if that's not the hunt. Which I really hope it's not. I'll update you in a little while. So this little monkey didn't want to come in, did you, Tommy? I managed to get Basil in. I caught him and led him in. It was very difficult to get into his stable tonight. And this little monster didn't want to come in at all, did you? Were you a little monkey? So something obviously upset them today, but I'm not quite sure what it was. Anyway, They're all in now. Hello. Hello. And I'm going to leave the vlog there for today. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye. Do it on your nose, mucky pup.